And welcome back to Movie Nerds, folks. It's that time of the year again. We've done this for many years. It is our top 10 movies of the year. And I have my usual guests. We got Dave, we got Aubrey, and Jern. But today, making his return to Movie Nerds, Mr. Paul Kriggenberg.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Came out of nowhere.
Yeah, where did he go?
This is just temporary.
I needed to like dip my feet back in the water a little bit.
He just came back for this one.
And then I'll be back next year.
This one episode of the podcast. Anyways, my name is Tom. I'm your host. You all know my guests. These are familiar people in my life. And today we're going to go through our top 10 movies of the year. Now, a lot of times when me and Paul do this list, there's another person next to him, and that would be his wife, Kelly. We've done, yeah. And so, but Kelly's not here because she's at home sleeping, I think, or babysitting or his son.
Babysitting their child. She's babysitting.
She's
so what we'll do is we're going to go, since there's 4 of us, or actually there's 5 of us here, we're going to do our the bottom 5 very quickly. They're like honorable mentions, and we'll just go through them. And remember, Lord of the Rings came out 2001, Aubrey and Jared. We didn't come out this year. Just remember that, okay?
Wait, now my whole list is completely
probably.
My list.
Your top 3 is done. So what we'll do, we'll go one by one, and we'll do this. Actually, each person will do the bottom 5. We'll just list them,
rattle them off. Okay.
Yeah, and then we can talk about it. We disagree like me and Paul usually do, and then we'll what's up?
I just have to preface that this list is probably all the movies that Jaron and I have watched this year.
Yeah. So your list of movies seen is 10
for you. Then
I was going through the list of all the movies that came out in 2020, and Jaron and I were like, we didn't even know these existed. So just
here, I'm gonna show you this is my list.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
Not yet. Hold on.
No. There's more?
You kept track of that?
Yeah. Look, second page. and I had to, trust me, it breaks my heart. There's some of them that I'm like, I have to leave it off.
Jeez, that's as long as my sacrament meeting talk yesterday.
I do at work.
Tom could just get up on the pulpit.
I do a lot of rapping vows at work, so I just watch a movie as I rap vows.
And I say these things.
Since you two, Aubrey and Jaron, since you have pretty much the same that you see, so I'm guessing this is going to be your same list. So why don't you name off your guys' bottom 5?
So we're starting with number 10, 10, 9, 8.
10.
Are they ranked differently, or you guys have them on the same rank, just for curiosity's sake?
Jaron did not prepare.
I did not prepare. I did not prepare for this.
I at least looked at the list and made a list of the movies that I'd seen. So now I will order them.
I have different priorities in my life than yes.
But he's here to support and have fun.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Bottom 5.
You just doing one at a time or all 5?
No, I'm just gonna name 5. Death on the Nile.
What?
I forgot I saw that movie.
Do Revenge. Where the Crawdads Sing. The School for Good and Evil. And Uncharted.
That made your top 10?
That made your top. That was number 5?
You guys, I only watched 15 movies.
That made it on there?
That's fair. That's fair. Right.
I saw whether that thing is.
Where the dad's.
Yeah, that was terrible. Go ahead, Jaron.
We got other hobbies, Tom. Come on.
We don't. We just are constantly cleaning.
I concur with that list.
You didn't even see how one day was.
I know, but I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared.
Okay. So we'll just
keep fair. He thought it was just 2 towers tonight.
Yeah.
And so when I was like, no, we're doing countdown, he was like, what?
We could talk about Two Towers, but that's a different podcast.
Different episode.
Okay, so that pretty much the list is the same. Okay, how about you, Dave? You go.
Number 10, The Lost City. Again,
I
didn't.
like that. That was
I only
fun.
saw like 15 movies.
Forgot about that one, didn't you?
Number 9, I got Avatar 2.
Oh,
Number 8, Violent Night.
disappointing.
Number 7, Glass Onion. And number 6, Pinocchio. Guillermo del Toro's
Oh,
Pinocchio.
man.
Good little asterisks there.
Yes, I have to specify.
We watched Glass
Not the
Onion
remake.
last night. I didn't
That's
know
a
that
good-
one was
that's a good-
considered 2022.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go for it, Paul.
All right, my number 10 is Bullet Train. 9, Puss in Boots.
Oh,
The
nice.
Last Wish. Saw that today. It was actually
Ooh.
pretty.
It's really good.
8, Prey. The prequel. The
Oh, why
Predator
isn't that on my
prequel movie.
That should be on my list.
So
I'm
good.
gonna
7,
have to change my list here.
13 Lives.
Oh,
Oh,
and
wow.
6, Barbarian.
Oh, wow. That's a good list.
Yeah.
That's a good list.
are we doing honorable mentions?
Well, we'll do it I'll tell you when we can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Because this is going to be a long show. This is 5 people. My number 10 is Puss in Boots. I can never say that, but that movie is so funny and so good. My
Also, want to mention Puss in Boots, Cypress alumni, Joel Crawford.
Joe
Shout out.
Crawford from our ward, from our stake. He's
Oh, really?
He
Yeah.
directed it.
He did Kung Fu Panda as well. He's part of the doing for DreamWorks. He's been doing it for a while. so-
Okay.
So yeah. My number 9 has a tie. And it breaks my heart because I have to go with what I enjoy the most. And that is either it's between Top Gun or The Unbearable Massive Talent, the Nicolas Cage.
Oh gosh, I forgot I saw that movie too. Dang it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it to The Unbearable.
Nice.
The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, because Nicolas Cage is one of the best, if not the greatest actor of all time. My number 8 is The Northman. None of you saw that.
I saw The Northman.
Oh, okay. My number 7 is 13 Lives. Good movie. And the number 6,
I don't think
I hate to do it, but The Batman is my
No.
number 6.
Whoa, that's really?
Wait, what did he say?
guys.
What movie?
My top 5, you will not have. Some of you will not never seen this movie and will never watch. It. Guaranteed.
So it's not that good.
Exactly.
How dare you?
He's an Oscar guy over here. The Academy.
So now we're gonna do this, guys. We're gonna go. Each individual will list their number 5, and then we'll talk about it. Disagreed, yell at each other, whatever we want to do,
I like it.
but we'll do it in peacefully. All right, go. Aubrey and Jaren, what is your number 5?
My number 5 is Don't Worry, Darling.
What? Really?
That's a choice.
okay.
I really did enjoy it.
I enjoyed it too.
I don't even know what that is.
I did
I
not.
thought it was really
did not
good.
enjoy that movie. At all.
Wow.
I hated
Paul,
that movie.
tell
actually.
us, since you have not been here.
Okay,
why did you hate
I'm
it?
sorry.
Go.
Okay, I just have to take this. Harry Styles
Oh yeah.
is not
he's
a good
terrible.
actor.
He's terrible.
No, I could
No
honestly
writing
say-
or directing can save that man's acting career. Stop it.
He can sing though. He
I-
can sing.
I think you're right. He's not the worst, but I do think that had Shia LaBeouf stayed
Yeah.
in it, it would have been much better.
Was it
But
originally Shia LaBeouf's?
There's
you,
a
you know,
huge
I could
scandal
see
about
that, and I could see it
Wait,
going better.
have you not? You know what I want to see is the movie behind the movie,
Oh,
the drama that
they
happened.
legit need to do a documentary on
Yeah.
it because the
It
drama.
was bad.
I had no idea.
It was bad. Oliver, what's her name? The director.
Olivia Wilde.
She does
Olivia
not
Wilde.
look good in this. She looks really
No.
bad.
She-
really bad.
She put her foot in her mouth many
Yeah.
times. And
But
then
that being said,
Florence Pugh was amazing.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
she
She's
was,
so
and
good.
she was amazing in Puss in Boots.
she's amazing all around.
Oh yeah, but I do agree that it wasn't the best movie, but at the same time, I actually didn't find it like everybody said it was very offensive. I'm like, what do you mean? This like very bad, and I was like, I think it was fine.
Really?
Yeah,
I would say it's as offensive as Stepford Wives. Like, I mean, it had the same like ring to it as
Yeah.
Stepford Wives did. So, and I love Stepford Wives, one of my favorite movies.
yeah.
Anyways,
You're the only one. Darren.
what's your number 5?
Oh, I'm gonna go with Prey.
Okay.
that was a very enjoyable movie, especially as a kind of a throw. They had a lot of throwbacks to the original one, and it
But
was
done tastefully.
done tastefully. Yeah, so they didn't like put too much.
There was
in
no razor cutting.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that
Don't
was
get me
shady.
started.
I wish that movie would have been in just their language, and there is a
Mm,
version of that out there.
That would have been kind of cool.
That would have made the movie. I mean, I love the movie. I thought Prey was really good.
Artistically,
so, yeah.
Anyways,
Go ahead, Dave. What's your number 5?
I got the unbearable weight of massive
Nice.
talent. I had to change.
Can't
I
argue
had to
with
throw
that.
it in there. Yeah, had to throw it in there.
Can't
I
argue.
haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so worth it.
The funny thing
It's
is,
like the best bromance movie
Yeah.
ever made.
And here's the thing,
Ever.
Nicolas Cage was good, but you know who was really good?
Oh, what's his name?
What's his
Yeah,
name?
Pedro
Pedro
Pascal.
Pascal was really good. at that
He
one.
was awesome in it.
He was funny, and so. All right, Paul. What's your number 5?
Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of flack from this, but the Black Phone. with
Oh
Ethan-
no,
Oh, that's a
Ethan
good
Hawke.
one.
Oh yeah, I
All
mean,
right,
it's like
that's
a little
going on.
high, but like I would
An
definitely put it.
honorable mention there for me.
never heard. of it.
But it came out early 2022. One of those like February, January, like horror movies that always come out like early in the year. It did get pushed back until then. It was supposed to come out like I think last summer.
last summer.
Is it a
Last summer?
is it a Stephen King? I don't. Does that fit in the
yes,
same
I think it's
universe?
Stephen King.
Yeah,
But if you haven't seen it,
It's really good.
good one.
I had that, like, when I go through my list, I circle the movies that I thought would make my top 10. The Black Phone,
Black Phone.
made it as well. And so
That's
Ethan Hawke, Handsome Hawk,
Yeah.
as they call him.
handsome.
Handsome Hawk.
Or Kevin Bacon, as my wife likes to call him.
Kelly.
Yeah.
I wish, the funny thing, Ethan Hawke was really good in Moon Knight. If you watch that, remember? I don't know if you guys.
He was really good in Glass Onion too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was for like 2 minutes.
2 minutes he was there.
Like,
That's
jeez.
right. I was like, what?
My number 5, and I know for a fact you guys have not seen this, is The Whale. It is it's a great look. The movie itself isn't the best movie. It's a good movie, and it has the girl from Stranger Thing. What's her name? Sandy Sink. I think that's her name. She
Sadie.
plays.
She's Taylor Swift.
Sadie Sinks.
Sadie Sinks. Thank you. That's why you're on this podcast, because you can correct my English.
No, just her name.
I know. And this is the year, and I'm gonna call it now. Brendan Fraser will win Best Acting.
Wow.
Leading
Come
male.
back and an award. Huh?
And he is incredible in this. He plays an overweight gay man who's trying to mend a relationship with his daughter.
Was there a question there?
What happened?
No, yeah, I was really confused because I thought you said the will.
The
and not
Whale.
Whale. And so I
Sorry.
didn't know what movie you were talking about, and I was like, wait, what? Okay, but yes, I want to see that one. It looks really good.
Yeah, that's it. So I love this movie. I thought the acting, just the performance and the character development of this, what makes the movie, I guess, good. The movie was, not the best, but the acting is what pushes the movie going. So The Whale. I don't even know if I said that right.
Hey?
Whale.
Yeah.
Let's go to number 4. We'll go with Dave this time.
I've got Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. As my
Wow,
number
you got it
4.
high.
Hi.
It is high, but my list of movies is very short.
Okay.
So,
Sounds like the two people down there.
yeah. Yeah, I didn't have very many gripes about this movie. I thought it fit.
I
It
would
kind
agree
of
with
throws you for a loop as far as what phase 4 is supposed to be, but it was cool exploring the multiverse of Marvel and the unceremonious destruction of the Illuminati was pretty fun.
Wow, yeah.
I like it. I love Wanda. I think
And
she's the
Wanda, oh,
best
yeah.
character in that. I wish they would have kept the original opening where she actually killed what's his name, Mordu was it
Mordu.
yeah,
Oh,
Mordu,
yeah.
and cut his head off. But it was too graphic for Disney.
That was too graphic.
Yeah.
The rest of it wasn't.
Yeah.
Rest of
So
it.
the beginning would have been awesome. And so, let's go to you, Aubrey. What is your number 4?
That was my number 4.
Oh, that's
Doctor Strange, yeah. But literally, it's solely for Wanda's performance. I
Yeah.
mean, like Doctor Strange is cool and all, but let's be honest, it should have been called Scarlet Witch.
I agree.
It was much. She was so good.
The sad thing about that, they set it up in WandaVision that she's stronger than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even though Doctor Strange in this one is not the Sorcerer Supreme by technicality, but he is in a sense.
Yeah.
And so you really have nobody who really can I guess can compete with Wanda.
Yeah.
Except for Wanda herself.
Right.
That's the only way they had, and so
Which they essentially did. You know.
Yeah. And so
Yeah.
Jared, I'm gonna guess your number 4.
Let's see.
Doctor Strange. No.
Wrong. Morbius.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, that movie was terrible.
I was gonna say.
And I did see it. But yeah, Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
3 for 3.
Yep.
3 for 3.
I,
But hey, what is do you think that what could have this movie done to make it even better? Because there's pushback that this movie was more not Marvel-y, but more of Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi for sure.
Sense.
That's what I kind of liked about it. It didn't marvel.
It wasn't
it
the
up.
normal.
It was more.
Yeah, I think that was one of the selling points for me, was that it didn't do the cookie cutter Marvel.
But then
movie.
it confuses a lot of people about what Phase 4 was, though.
That's my biggest hang up, is it throws you for a loop. Like, where are they going? Because they could go so many ways with it.
What was that, Aubrey?
How dark it was.
I wouldn't say that the new superhero chick that does the star punching at the end.
American Chavez.
American Chavez.
Yeah. I could have done without her. She could have died and would have been like,
She's a MacGuffin. She drove the whole thing, though.
She's what Indiana Jones is to the German. No matter what happened, Wanda still gets her. Right? The German gets no matter what happened, the German still gets to the Holy Grail. No matter what India does.
Oh.
So it's the same thing in this kid, because
I
no matter what.
Analogy at first.
Sorry, my English is my second language.
No, it wasn't your English. It was more just like I wasn't comprehending which storyline of Indiana.
But can we agree that Phase 4 and Marvel in general and the future of it is, in my opinion, not very good?
It's not going down a great road, I feel.
I'm excited for Quantumania.
I just realized my list has no Marvel movie in it.
Then you're a fan.
Wow.
Actually,
Then you're a fan.
I'm lying.
Let's go to Paul. Paul, what is your number 4?
My number 4 is Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Okay.
Murder mystery.
So me and Dave, we reviewed this. You guys seen this yet?
Yeah, we watched
Aubrey.
it last night, actually. Yeah.
Last night, okay. Give the audience your opinion about this movie this is your number 4.
I don't know. I'm always kind of a sucker for like leading the audience and then pulling them a different way. And this did it a few times for me, so I was like really kind of sucked in. So I'm a sucker for like mystery stuff. Like even that movie Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. I really like that movie.
I love that movie.
It's so
Yeah,
fun.
so that's kind of my biased opinion. I thought the writing was really good, the acting was really good. Daniel Craig does phenomenal job at being a detective, and that's pretty much all I gotta say. Blu-ray.
Blue.
Throwback for you.
That's a throwback to earlier.
Yeah, me and Dave had a different opinion about the movie, but we weren't like, we thought it was a good movie, very predictable, very like if my
I gotta say, I didn't know who the villain was right off the bat, but I like how they changed it around. They stirred it.
They try. My main thing is, if the murder happened in the house or at Glass Onion Island, the movie would have been better. But since the murder takes place outside, you kind of give away. You play your card, like Dave said. You play your cards already. You know who's the murderer is. So now it's like, it's not about figuring out who the murderer is. Now it's trying to figure out how they're going to tell the story to come back to this
Yeah.
to this murder case. And so, if the murder would have happened on the island, I think the movie would have been 10 times better, in my opinion. And so, I still think
mean,
Knives Out, the
The
original.
murder happened on the island.
Yeah, a murder did.
Oh,
happen.
that's true. True. Sorry, but not the main. Not the main murder.
That's the one where they played their hand though. They played their
Okay,
hand
that's
too
the one
early with
I
that
didn't
one.
see coming, and so yeah. But
That's
I did.
That's what gave the whole thing away.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when he figured out the game, right? You know, the murder mystery game.
Awesome.
I was laughing my butt. I was like, this is awesome. And I'm like Paul. I'm a sucker for these. It's like, you know, Sherlock. I was telling Benedict Cumberbatch series that he's in. That's the really good series. Have you seen that, Aubrey and Jane?
The which one?
Sherlock.
Oh, Sherlock.
Sherlock.
No, I haven't watched that one.
Oh, dude, watch it. It's really good.
So the episodes are like an hour and a half
The
long,
new-
and there are
the
3
new
episodes
one,
a season.
with Bilbo as
Yes,
as
yes.
He's Watson.
Elementary.
Okay,
Which one's
I
elementary?
tried. We watched one
Elementary is
episode
different.
and we didn't get into it after that.
Elementary is CBS show, I
Too many
think.
Sherlock.
It had Lucy Liu in it.
And Enola
I
Holmes?
think. Yeah. Enola Holmes is good.
Enola Holmes is good. I like that
Really
one.
good.
All right, this
Just
is-
didn't make the
this
list.
is a
Anyways,
tangent.
let's move on to my number 4. And I can promise you did not see this because I had the opportunity to see this early. Because
Is it still 2022?
yes, it's still 2022. It's one of those things that they send me an email and say, "Hey, we have this movie that we want to test screen at the Long Beach movie place over here," and that is Tar.
I heard this was good.
Tar. It is Star. I can't say her name, Paul.
Kate Blanchett.
Thank you. And it is a great movie and a
Tar.
great performance. It is about a German composer who wants.
A German artist who gets kicked out of art school.
Oh,
No. Nobody
What
got the
happened?
solution. Okay.
What just
Where did he
happened?
Huh?
Did his mom call again?
Do, 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 do.
There he is.
Do, 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 do. There it
This-
is.
Okay,
Right.
this movie Tar has one of my favorite quote of the year, and I'm gonna read it, and it sums up the movie and what her character
You
is.
want me to read it?
Yes. hold on. Let me say it out.
Wow.
Linda Tarr is not a very good person. And now this story is fiction, and the person is fiction, but the application of this happens to people all over in the music business or in the classical music area. And she's not a very good person. She will do anything in her power to get what she wants, and you see it in the movie. I don't want to give it away because the movie is so good. If it wasn't for my other 3 movies that in front of this movie, this probably be my number 1 if it didn't.
All right. Right.
Okay, this is the quote.
All right. You must sublimate yourself and your identity. You must stand in front of the public and God and obliterate yourself.
So those who want something in life and who are passionate, she's in the movie, she literally lost her identity. When there's a scene in there that she goes back to her home and she doesn't recognize her home. She doesn't recognize her brother. Not that she doesn't know who they are, but because she's
Is that a psychological thing, or
yeah,
is
it's
it a mental thing? Okay.
it's a psychological, because she's so consumed with what she wants to become. It is a great, orchestra leader, whatever that you want to call it. I don't know what there's a word for it. I can't say it.
Conductor.
Yeah, no. It's the French word that they have. I mean, you call it the director. Yeah, but this movie, like, I would recommend this movie for you guys. You guys should watch. I think you guys would enjoy it. I know it's off the top because Tar didn't really get a lot of publicity on it at all. Like,
Is
it's
it on
one of those.
anything that you can stream?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. It will be so. So my number 4 is Tar. Go check it out. Is Kate
Blanchett.
will get a nomination for this for best female leading role, and so she's so good in this. Really good. And
I had
so-
to look up the word sublimate.
Yeah.
Or modified. So just context.
Context. Let's move on. Man, number 4 took forever. Let's go to number 3. How about you, Paul? You go first. Let's go to number 4. Number 3.
Number 3. The Batman. I really, really, really enjoy this movie, and I've watched it probably about 4 times since it's come out on streaming.
By Aubrey's reaction, I think it might be the same for her too.
Is it, or you hate that movie?
No,
Or you
I
haven't seen that movie?
literally hated it.
Really?
walked-
Okay.
What?
I
Well,
walked
that's okay to be
out
wrong.
like halfway through.
Anyway.
I just told Jared, I was like, I am bored to tears. I hate this. I'm leaving, and I just went upstairs.
Yeah,
I think
you
it
don't
was-
strike me
I
as
think
an
it was
art
the-
for the art person, so that's
I
fine.
think
It's okay. Did have "Don't Worry, Darling" on your
Yeah.
top 10.
Yeah, I am
No, but-
get artsy. I just really hated emo Batman. Like,
Yeah.
I hated it.
I like
like
it. I
me
like
with
how
Ugh.
Bruce Wayne took a backseat to Year 2 Batman.
No,
You got to
Edward tried to.
Oh dear.
see. Enough.
Come on.
Of you that the bat will come. But yeah, I thought the story was really cool. The way it was shot was beautiful. It was very dark, very gritty, but not in like a depressed way. You see Bruce Wayne and you see Batman kind of clash, and he's kind of learning to be who the Batman eventually becomes, as we all know him, because it's a very fresh take on the Bat. So that's my short synopsis.
What are you talking about, emo? He just lost his parents. He
He
suffered.
had eyeliner on. Emo.
First of all,
Yeah, all of them did.
This
yeah, all
yeah,
of
this is
them
the
did.
only one of all of the Batman movies that didn't shy away from the fact that he wore eye makeup.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Christian Bale did, but there was part you don't see it because he wipes it off. But
No,
he
but
wears it.
even when he's being his normal self, he looks like he has eyeliner.
Oh, he was getting dressed.
It's not-
You're not gonna,
I'm
you're
not sure.
No.
Look, okay, I can see why you think it's like
you know, if
or,
you
like,
watch the whole
long.
movie,
I could get it's a long movie.
I try. I have watched the extended versions of Lord of the Rings many, many times.
I
It's
know.
not-
and you
It is
weren't bored to
boring.
tears.
no, I was enthralled. I
Throwing big
I
words
was
at it. What do
just
we do?
bored. I can't explain it. It just was not my thing. Like,
All right. It's okay to be wrong, like I said.
The subjectivity of
Did you
visual
like it?
arts.
I
Okay.
watched the whole
Well,
movie.
if the Batman, I mean, the Batman is my top 10s. I mean, I can't put it higher than any of the other in front of them, but it's a great movie, man.
I was
Great.
entertained.
Chasing that
Are you
chase
not
scene
entertained?
is worth
It's
watching.
grounded. It's so grounded.
Oh yeah,
You cannot put Aquaman and Superman in this universe with this type of Batman, and I love Catwoman. Now, I might be the only one who thinks Anne Hathaway was a great Catwoman. I thought she was really good,
Yeah.
and I liked her version of it because it wasn't like,
he wasn't the corny.
yeah, not
She wasn't like
Michelle
Pfeiffer.
Everybody says
Whoa, whoa,
Michelle
whoa.
Pfeiffer is the
Whoa, whoa,
best.
whoa. Halle Berry, come on,
No, I know.
come on.
Wait, Halle
I mean,
Berry
she
did
looked
Yeah, her
Catwoman.
career went to the dumpster after that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyways, let's go to Aubrey. Or actually, let's go to Jaren because maybe they have the same thing. Jaren can talk this time. Jaren, what's your number? What's your number? What number?
How's Instagram, Jerry? What's
No,
going
I'm
on
looking
there?
at movies.
What's your number 4 or number 3? Excuse me.
Number 3.
He's thinking. The Jeopardy music will be on as you.
Okay, Wakanda Forever. See,
Just
we're not
throw-
even Marvel fans. Not even Marvel fans. I threw that out.
Wait.
Come on.
Wait, let's talk about
We
this.
have to.
Come on, the first
you
10
insulted
minutes.
me for the Batman. We have to insult him for that.
The first 10 minutes had me in tears. Okay.
Oh goodness
After
gracious!
the first 10
You
minutes,
s-
you can walk out of the theater.
You stop it! You stop it right now!
Oh, Ironheart.
I know
I
you.
forgot I saw that movie.
Yeah, see?
A little-
I
I
know
was-
you,
it was on
man.
her list. It was on her list.
It's something you've seen, okay?
It's something I saw.
All right, we don't need to get into it because I
It's
hate
not worth the
I
breath.
hate Black Panther. I hated it.
I
Wow.
really did like it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. Go ahead, Aubrey. What's your number 3?
Okay, well, my number 3 was between Wakanda Forever or Elvis.
Oh,
Elvis was a good one.
And I'm gonna go with Elvis since Jared went with Wakanda Forever,
No,
and that was
you-
an unacceptable
you-
answer.
You take the fall with me.
Elvis, that's a good one though.
no, it's a
No,
good
I really
one.
the first like 10 minutes of it is kind of weird. Like it had like a very Moulin Rouge aspect
Well,
going on.
Ooh,
where
I
it's
like that.
It had that. It had
Asking.
modern music. It threw me off.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
it,
that's
and
true.
then it went and it started being normal. So
Wait,
once
can I
it was
change
normal,
mine?
I was totally cool.
You've
I saw Elvis too. I'm
made
gonna
your
go with
bed.
Elvis.
No, but
I like Elvis too. That's probably
I thought it was
honorable
good.
mention of mine too.
I thought it was
Yeah.
good. I thought Austin Butler will get nominated. I believe he won't win because this is Brendan Fraser's world right now. So
there
you
you
know
go.
who's good in that movie too? People hate is Tom Hanks.
Oh, he was so
Yeah,
good.
he was so good to hate.
Now,
in that
whether
movie.
he was on point with the character, I'm not sure. I never met the Colonel, nor do I want to.
I think there's lots of research and videos that
The old Colonel.
Yes,
Oh, okay. Just checking.
he's old.
Elvis isn't?
Dave, what's your number 3?
Don't hate me. Top Gun Maverick is my number
Okay.
3.
Okay. I mean, Star Wars: New Hope.
How
That's what you're
dare
saying. It's Star Wars: New
dare
Hope.
you?
The trench run.
Slander.
No, it's the honestly, it was just so much better than the original, and
Yes.
so much better than the original. The writing, the pacing was, and if I'm only comparing it to the original, it's light years ahead. But as a movie, like the writing, the pacing, even the romance in it was done really well. And you can't knock the stunts, like the flying, just amazing, incredible aviation. Tom Cruise said it was a love story to aviation, and I'd have to agree with him.
Tom Cruise is actually going to go to space in his next movie, folks.
No, is he?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Oh, all right.
Dave laughs. He's like,
I saw the
He is.
saw the
He's
featurette
going
for
to be
the
the first non-civil or the first civilian to actually film a movie in space.
he's doing a lot of firsts
Paramount
lately.
is looking into insurance at this moment, and so
Wow.
Well, they've got to, like, I saw the featurette for the new Mission Impossible, the dirt bike jump off the cliff that he
Dude.
did it 6-7 times in one day. Tom Cruise,
That's
like,
a lot of bikes.
yeah, well,
They can afford it.
He's got the Church of Scientology behind him. So
Yeah.
is it really Tom Cruise anymore?
Yeah.
he's become a new person 6 times over. It's fine.
All right, my number 3. You probably didn't see it either. It's okay, folks. I'm here for the indie movies. That is The Fableman. It is
Gosh, I wanna see that
a
one.
love letter to Hollywood by Steven Spielberg. It is the story about how he became a filmmaker, the influence of his parents, which played by Paul Dano, who is the Riddler on the Batman, and Michelle Williams, who are one of the great actor at this moment in the industry right now, and they play his parents. Very heartwarming, heartfelt, very, very. Will get nominated for Best Picture because Hollywood loves love story to the South.
Hollywood loves Hollywood.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So it's probably going to get nominated for Best Picture, but it's not knocking on the movie. This is very, very well done and it's very good. And I enjoyed it. It's. I mean, if you watch The Black Phone and then go watch that, you're going to be happy afterwards. And so I would recommend this movie. Go check it out. It's on right now. It's on demand. I don't know if it's on any streaming service, but Fableman's number 3. Let's move on to our top 2. Let's start with Jaron. What is your number 2 movie of the year?
My number 2.
Yeah. What do
You
got
guys
for
can share a list if you want. Okay, this is Jaron and Aubrey.
Well, I'll just say it since he's gonna use mine.
Go for it.
I did Maverick.
Nice.
Top Gun. Okay.
I thought it was like I don't think there was a single movie this year, but like out of all the movies, this movie united people of all there's not a single person that didn't love it, that didn't say I love this movie.
You don't think Spider-Man No Way Home saved the
No,
theater?
I agree with Aubrey. Like this one was
No,
Okay.
this one was something that like,
this one
which
was-
is this is stupid.
theaters
But my
needed this movie.
conservative friends and my liberal friends both loved this movie. And if there's a
Don't forget
movie
Independent.
that can unite those people together,
But
it's
it
a-
had
it's a
guns
good
in
mo-
it.
No, stop.
Oh.
But
Oh.
but anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like when I think of like what was the biggest #1 movie of the year, it's probably like that
It's
one was a
Maverick.
big one.
Well, Avatar just took this place for the biggest gross
Okay,
box
thanks.
office.
I haven't seen
I
that.
haven't
That
seen it.
doesn't
Is it
even
even
look.
good? Is it good?
It's okay.
You got to see it in
Avatar-
theaters. See it in theaters in 3D.
3D IMAX.
Yeah, but
Yes.
is Avatar in on any of our lists?
No.
No.
It's
Top
number
Gun
9
is.
on mine. I put it on number 9.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
had it. He had it.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Look, Avatar was good, just because the vision, the what
It's a
James Cameron
visual
was
movie.
was really good. The story is I told Dave it's T1 and T2.
Yep.
Yeah. It is. And I like how he told everybody that comic book movies are unoriginal. James, your freaking movie's unoriginal. Okay, relax.
Sinking ship at the very end.
Yes.
Way to be historically correct.
What is with this guy and water? All right, that's your number 2. Dave, what's your number 2?
Bullet Train.
Wow.
That is high.
I put it really high. Put it really
Why?
high.
Are you
I
regretting
don't know
that
the
this
dark
wasn't
the
their
dark
reaction?
comedy, the I don't know, the
stupid,
action is
dude.
done really
It's
well.
stupid.
It's kind of one of it's one of those, it's a little bit of a mystery. Like there's a little mystery in it.
There's
I
there's a lot of things that I question in the story of it. I hate the fact that the dude got shot and then dies, but then they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna bring him back as he hit this." I'm like, really?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's fair. But
Have
it
you
was
seen it?
It's like a toddler's Tarantino movie. That's the
Yes.
a toddler's
But it's
turn.
so
Okay,
good.
that's fine.
I
That's
liked it.
fine. I really enjoyed it.
I liked it.
I really
Leave this
enjoyed
man
it.
alone.
What's Jaren yapping about?
Leave
on
him
about?
alone.
All right. I won't say
Bullet
anymore.
Train,
I
number
liked it.
2.
That's why it's number
I
2.
love Brad Pitt, man.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt is good.
Oh, that one. Okay, no, we didn't see it.
No.
That one. Yeah, Sandra Bullock's in it.
Sandra
too,
Bullock.
so you know.
I love that banter between the two of them. That was really fun.
We should.
Paul, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Everything Everywhere
Oh
All
gosh.
at Once.
Frick.
This
a better
movie
choice.
is the multiverse movie that
Yeah.
was the best multiverse movie of the
It
year.
is.
That's a
And
really
if
good
you
one.
haven't seen it,
I love Doctor
take the
Strange.
time and go check it out. It's very, very well done.
In her hand.
It means hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Hot
Hot
dogs.
dog hands,
There's
yes.
a universe
Hot dog
that they go
fingers.
through that everybody has a hot dog
Hot
finger.
dogs for fingers.
Yeah.
That's
Ew.
awesome.
Oh, dude, it's so funny.
It's funny.
It's really cool. It's a cool story. It's a cool concept of the multiverse.
It's the
Wait, wait.
best.
Concept.
We've
It's
never
the only
seen it.
one that
It's
you
that-
can watch for
It's that one
multiverse.
with the Asian.
No,
lady.
I know which
Oh,
one
okay.
it is, but
All right.
does it
I'm
have
gonna change my
anything
number
to
2.
do with-
No, it's not Marvel.
It's a-
It's on-
It's-
But yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
really good
fun
one.
movie
Everyone
too.
was
There's a
saying
lot
that
of
it's the way
stylistic
that
action and
the-
stuff.
Should have been there.
yeah, it's the way that the multiverse should have been done in Marvel. Is what everybody
Ah.
was saying.
yeah, and short round kicking some ass in it.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you say you want to change your number.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
Let's
your-
go with what Paul said.
Okay, there you go. Okay, we're all in agreement. That's good. Because my number 2 is exactly the same.
Perfect. Keep going.
Everything, everywhere, all as one. The relationship.
good one.
This is the funny
Between
thing
the
is
par- yeah.
this whole thing. My list. It's all about family. The relationship that you deal with family, not Fast and Furious family, but it has to do with relationship. And in this movie, look, with all the multiverse, great. The hot dog finger, all that stuff was great. But the main core of this movie was about the relationship between her and her daughter, and it works, and you can relate. How many of you here had, maybe not, I don't know, parents that are sometimes just overprotective of you and always wanting to be in your life and doing all that, and you can relate to this if you'd have that. And one of my favorite character that they brought back was from Indiana Jones. What's his name?
Shorty?
Data.
Short round.
Short round.
Oh,
The
yeah,
actor.
I was saying
Yeah,
that.
the actor. He's back because he.
Oh, man, he did so
was,
good.
He was away from acting for the longest time,
Well,
and he said,
that he was
he saw-
typecasted so much, and
"Yeah,
Or he needed money.
No.
No,
He
this
stepped away
isn't
'cause he
in
wasn't getting any-
independent film more than anything. They didn't get a lot of money, but they made a lot of money in the theater.
Yeah, they did really
He
good.
will get, I believe, supporting actor the
That would be
nominee.
really cool.
So
He did really well in it.
yeah, it's a great movie. Go check it out. It's the funny thing is on the internet, this is like everybody's number 1 and number 2. Everything, yeah, it's a great movie. You should check it out. It's really good. And so now, before we go to our number 1, I'm pretty sure nobody has my number 1 because it's a good movie. But let's do some honorable mention that you can think of. I'll start because I watched 30, 40 movies and I have 30 honorable mention to list. Just kidding.
Smile.
Yes.
Smiles.
Okay.
Ooh.
Mine was Fresh. Anybody seen Fresh?
Oh yes, I saw Fresh.
Makes me want to
Yeah.
eat human.
We'll unpack that later.
Oh, man.
Is it like Jeffrey Dahmer? Because we watched that.
Oh.
You did?
Oh heck yeah!
Okay. My other one is Prey. I love that movie. I wish it was in the notes. My other one is no one probably seen this. It's called Persuasion. Oh, you did?
It's on my honorable mentions.
Persuasion. What's her name? The actress.
What is it, Dakota Fanning?
Yeah, no. It's not Dakota Fanning. It's
Dakota
she's in
Johnson.
50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson.
Something like that. It has Henry Golden in it, who plays an a-hole. And it was a good movie. It was a really, really cute movie. And I can't believe I just said that
it got
on my
hammered by
podcast.
critics.
This is a cute movie.
My other one is Dragon Ball Superhero. This is a great movie. Go check it out. You laugh, but go check it out. My other one is it's not really a movie, but it is a movie, but it's really short. It's Werewolf by Night. It's really
Yeah, that's
well
good.
done. And so the other one is Pinocchio, the Guillermo del Toro one.
Not the Disney one.
Not the Disney one. The movie isn't that great, but the first scene, the scene of that movie breaks my heart. I cried because they never show how his boy like the story behind how his boy died, and it gives you that background story, folks. I cry hard. It was sad, man. It was like almost like Up, the beginning of Up. It made
Yeah.
you curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would recommend it. The other one, my last one, is All Quiet on the Western Front. It's a very, very well-made war film. It is a little slow pace, but it's worth watching the history of World War One. And so I recommend that as well. I have so many, like The Menu. That's a good one. I don't know if you ever seen that.
I wanted to. Never saw it.
Smile. Yeah. Black Adam. No, I'm just kidding.
Black Adam.
Paul, what's your honorable mention? You can look at my list.
He's gonna start with Black
Someone
Adam.
else go. I'm looking for the name of this movie. It's really bugging me.
Okay, go for it.
Actually, no. I'll. Did
Just
anybody
go
see
to-
the movie?
Okay, just wait. Just go. How about, Dave, why don't you go? What's your honorable mention?
I've only got a few. Praise, one of my honorable mentions. 13 Lives was fantastic. That was a good
Oh, I
one.
love that movie.
Death on the Nile, I'm gonna throw out as an honorable mention, just as another a sequel to the Murder on the Orient Express. That character, Kenneth Branagh, is that who
Yep.
plays it? Yeah, he just does an awesome performance in both of those films. He's basically the same as the Daniel Craig,
Yeah.
Benoit Blanc.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, same character, but enjoyable movie. Elvis is definitely on there. And I'm gonna throw out Thor: Love and Thunder as an honorable mention.
Yes.
It didn't land for me at first. I felt like there was a lot of comedy, but watching it again,
My favorite part of the Thor: Love and Thunder is the relationship between
Natalie Portman and
that
Chris
works for
Hemsworth.
me.
Yep.
And there's emotion, heart, there, and so
Yeah, there's real emotion, especially that scene in the hospital when she's
Yeah.
lying like on her deathbed, literally. Yeah, those are and Black Phone. I'll throw Black Phone in there as an honorable mention. That was a really good movie.
Okay, Aubrey and Jaron, what's your honorable mention? Because I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna have the same list.
No one even said Jurassic World.
You haven't even seen it.
No, I haven't.
Okay, anyways, I'll talk. So I put Thor: Love and Thunder for Christian Bale. Like I feel like if they'd like left Thor: Love and Thunder more serious, it could have been really really cool. And I love
I would
it,
agree. I would
but
agree.
it could have been really cool. And then Enola Holmes 2
Good one.
and Death on the Nile and Secrets of Dumbledore. I don't know.
I like that movie.
I don't know. I like
especially
I go
when
back and
especially
forth.
when Creedon thinks he can fight Dumbledore and they had that battle.
Yeah.
No, it's still not the best battle like Dumbledore and Voldemort in the fifth one, the
Yeah.
Phoenix Order of Phoenix. It's
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I don't know.
you
I
will
keep going back and
lose,
forth
Harry
with
Potter.
with these Fantastic Beasts movies.
I like them.
Have the same feel. They're good. They're just not great.
I was.
Can I
bored.
throw another honorable mention? The Bad Guys for my kids. That's a great
Yeah.
animation. It's fun and it's anybody can watch it.
Super Pets.
That was dumb. What else? Paul, you have that movie yet?
Yeah, I found him. Okay, so does this count? Guardians of the Galaxy, the holiday special?
Well,
Yeah.
I freaking
I
loved
really
that.
loved that movie.
That was really good.
Smile, of course, and then the one I was looking for was called Significant Other. Now this one is a, you know, I don't want to like spoil it or anything because it's that good and it's beautiful cinematically, like the shots of the forest and the Oregon coast. It's just a really cool movie and it's got a really cool twist to it. So check it out if you haven't. Significant Other. And then I think that was all I had pretty much.
I have one more. This one's for.
Did you see that?
I have not seen that one.
Oh,
That's on my
I
list.
think you'd like that.
This one for me. This is for James. James, this one's for you. Honorable mention: Down Abbey, The New Era. I finished it.
I was gonna say that, but I thought you guys were gonna make fun of me.
No, I thought it was fine. All they did was talk about who's going to be the next king, queen, and they just zip tea the entire
the
time.
entire time, and yet they made a full movie about it.
Oh my gosh.
Insane. But I did enjoy it.
No, it's good.
You know, it's
Good.
it's slow.
nostalgic to the series.
Yeah, it's
So
very
it's-
slow, methodical, and like you're like, okay, get to the, get there, let's go, and then finally, okay,
But it's good.
It's good. I think that's about it. Any other honorable mention? Morbius? No.
Oh no,
No.
I like that.
No.
I actually watched it again today for the first time since I'd seen it in theaters, and I actually kind of enjoy it. The more you watch it, the more it kind of like resonates with you because you're expecting something so extravagant like the other Jordan Peele films, but this one is creative.
Is that what?
Nope.
what was
The
that?
other one is X.
What else you got? You watch
X.
You
Yeah.
watch it?
It's not. Trust me, it's not as bad as what's that movie on Netflix?
Blonde.
Oh, from Game of
No,
Thrones.
Blonde was mild, man. It wasn't that
Really?
bad. Yeah. Hey, what's that show that has a lot of stuff on Netflix?
I don't know.
Bridgerton. Bridgerton
Oh.
is worse.
You act like Bridgerton's like so bad, but you've also like.
But it's-
watched Game of
well, yeah, it's
Thrones.
not.
I don't understand.
Burn, burn for you. Okay, let us move on.
Oh, one more honorable mention for me. Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
There you go.
No, really?
It's on my list.
Ah,
Let's move on to our final
Peter Pan
number
story.
one movie of the year, and I'm gonna let Dave go first. Dave, what is your number one movie of 2022?
Mine was tough.
I can't do it. The Batman.
Wow, yeah, number one. Okay,
That's my number one. Like I said, it's short list, but
There
That's
goes
my number
Aubrey
one
and
movie of the
Jared.
year.
You lost them.
dude,
Discipline.
for all the reasons that have already been said, it's grounded. Like the journey that Batman is currently on when we start this movie, and then where he gets at the end of the movie. Just the character development of Bruce Wayne not being Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great, and I can't argue with Colin Farrell's performance as the Penguin. That
He's
was
so good.
great, and the Joker, or not the Joker, the Riddler. The Riddler. Like, what a great villain for.
And what a cool direction they took him in too. Like,
Yeah.
not like hokey and green. He was just like
Yeah.
he was an actual freaking-
Riddle me this,
Jim Carrey.
Matt. No, we don't have Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey alone.
No. He took Jim Carrey's Riddler is way below this.
I've only watched the Batman once, and that was late at night. I need to rewatch it because I don't
you do.
remember.
I think
It was a long movie.
I think you should.
Yeah, you should
It's a
rewatch it.
long movie.
Dude, it's more believable than. Although I have to admit, Ben Affleck is my Batman. I think he's the best version of Batman out there. Christian Bale is the best
so
Bruce
my
Wayne,
Batman.
Yeah.
in my opinion. But all right, the Batman number one.
Number one.
Interesting. And let me just flush the toilet.
We didn't hear it. It's all right.
Aubrey and Jaron, what's your number one movie of 2022?
Well, mine was Top Gun because the number 2 was not the same.
My number one is Prey.
Yeah.
I freaking
Wow.
love that movie.
Really?
I genuinely loved it. But I also have a lot of nostalgia with the movie Predator itself. With my dad, it's like something that we bond over.
So this is
So-
very sentimental to you.
There's a little bit of sentiment, and then when it came out, and I like messaged him, I was like, "You have to watch this movie."
He
He's
hasn't
like,
even seen it, has he?
"No, they did.
Oh, they finally did.
They did because I was like, there's nothing in it but gore, like I was like,
Awesome
you freaking need to
gore.
watch it." So
Yeah.
And
anyways.
everybody speaks perfect English.
There's
Except for the
name of that in
French.
Hollywood. It's
So
the-
they
Except
did-
for the French.
They did in Pocahontas too. Like,
and Avatar.
Yeah.
And Avatar.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I like how they
Back and forth.
they transfer to English.
It's
sounds
almost
like
like it's English to me.
The funny thing is when he said that I was by myself watching this movie, and when he says everything sounds like English, I like burst out and laughing, and I looked around, I was like, I don't have anybody to laugh with. I was laughing by myself. It's like, oh my gosh. Jaron, your number one was what?
Mine was Top Gun.
Top Gun. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it?
We've already discussed it.
Okay, perfect. Move on.
Yeah, we've already discussed it. It was good to go.
Do you agree? Okay, let me ask you this question. Do you agree that it's Star Wars New Hope?
Yeah, there
Thank
are
you.
parts. There is one part in Top Gun though that was kind of, it was kind of corny and really not believable. Is when Tom Cruise and what's the goose's son?
What do they call him?
Rooster.
Rooster. When they go to that
Enemy camp. and
enemy
steal
camp
the
and then they
prize.
jump in the old F-15 or 14.
14.
Yeah.
And it
Tomcat,
just starts
you're right.
magically. That was kind of dumb. But
Yeah, I mean,
There had to be stakes.
there was no stake in it. There was nothing happened. They just did the plane. No stake.
But there was no runway.
yeah,
Yeah. There was no
Okay, I'll give you that
runway.
one. All right, let's go to Paul. Your number one movie of
What do you think
2022.
it is? You know how American I am. Top Gun. Come on, baby. Let's
You know how
go.
American I am.
Okay, now
I'm
I'm
in.
gonna kind of echo kind of what Aubrey said earlier, that this movie was the savior for theaters. This brought everybody together, and I don't care what you could talk about how bad the first one is.
Generations.
this-
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and nobody hated this movie. Nobody came out of this theater saying, "Oh, that sucked." The action was great. The practical effects, the stunts. Tom Cruise really he doesn't phone it in. He,
The X-wing and the Death Star.
Tom is a
but
hater.
seriously, like this
Such a
is the
he's a
movie
hater.
that America needed, like, to get back to theaters, like, and I just really enjoyed
What
it.
is
I
it,
felt I cried as many times as I've watched it. I've cried every time. And it's probably like 5.
What did it end up grossing? Like, is it like in the top 10?
Oh, it's at least 4 billion by now. I'm sure.
Maybe? Just you
Well,
know?
let me give you perspective of how much it makes. Right now, Avatar is at 1.4, and it just beat Top Gun, so it's below
Aw.
1.4 billion. I'm not knocking the movie. I love Star Wars. New Hope.
He didn't like it.
You're alone on this one, Tom.
I am.
I gotta tell you.
He's un-American.
You have to shoot
Well,
the rocket
He
into
is.
this
He's
little
un-American.
box.
Okay.
Without the
Tell me
targeting
that-
computer. They use the Force.
Some stories are recycled, but that's
I agree with
okay.
you. I
But if
agree
you
with
do one better than the other,
I'm not a New Hope guy. I'm not a New Hope guy.
Wait. Is that
You can't beat Empire. Sorry, nothing
Oh,
beats
yeah,
Empire.
That's factor.
sure. Okay.
Okay. We're done with the Star Wars analogy. My number one, and I hope I say this right, Dave probably knows, is the
Oh.
Banshee of Inisherin.
In a Sharon, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's what this movie is.
Wow, that sounds.
I only
cool.
know of it because you reviewed it on our last
We
episode.
reviewed it, and it starred Colin Farrell. Farrell. I don't know. How to say
Farrell.
his name. Farrell and what's his name?
The guy from Harry Potter.
The guy from here, Mad Eye Moody. Scar. Was this his name?
That guy.
I can't remember.
That guy. They were together in other movies before. My wife.
The Brood.
There you go.
He's in Braveheart.
She said it's in there, right? So,
Yeah.
it's a very isolated
Brendan Gleeson.
movie. It is about a guy that does not want to be his friends anymore, and that is the premise. And the movie only works.
Whole movie?
Yes,
There's not even an airplane in it.
I know, but there's Civil War. This takes place during the Irish Civil War, and I can sit here. You know, the popular movie Top Gun's gonna win because people are gonna watch Top Gun because it's of the stunt and stuff. But if you're into like character development, because there's no character development in Top Gun,
Whoa, come on.
you don't need it. Yeah, I'm saying you don't need it because you already know who they are. And so I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying that's what it is. But in this one, it gives you a mystery how he does not want to be his friend. And as the story goes, you find out why. And there's a scene in there. There's something happens when he's doubled down. I don't want to be your friend. And if you keep coming to me, I'm going to do this to myself. And it's a crazy movie. It only works if it takes place in that time of history, because they live on an island, a very isolated, away from the world. People are stupid. People, no, they're not stupid, but there's no technology. Like, it only works if it takes at that time of the history. If it's modern time, then it wouldn't work because you have phone to be able to be friends with other one. Friendship is very important to these people because all they have is they go out, they work, and then they go to the pub and drink with their friends.
What period of time is this movie?
I believe it's in like the 1910, 1920s.
1923, I think,
Really
is what.
fun part of the history.
Hey, it's not a fun. I'm not saying that it's a fun film, but to me, it's number one is because if the premise is you don't want, the guy doesn't want to be his friend, and it kept me interested. That says a lot about the writing and about the acting, because both of these guys are great actors. Colin Farrell, I think, to me, is one of the most underrated actor in Hollywood this time, and so. But go check it out. You might like it, but my number one has never been your traditional. Remember Roma?
Still haven't seen it.
It's just not. It's just, look. I love all those movies, but for me, I like these type of movie, and I'm here for it. And so, folks, I want to thank everyone who joined me on my panel today for our top 10. What is your top 10? Is it something pretty familiar to our list, or have you only seen 15 movies and it's like Aubrey and Jaron? Tell us. Let us know what your top 10 is.
Dave is in with this as well.
Yeah,
Well, that's true. Dave too. You don't see a lot of movies either. So let us know what you think of our list, as well as post your list. We want to know what your top 10 is. And have you seen any of the movies on my top 5? Because I want to get your opinion on these. Everybody's seen Top Gun. Everybody loves it. Let's just be real. I love it too. I love Top Gun. And so everyone's, I'm sure a lot of people have seen that too. And so, yeah, number 2.
Oh.
So anyways, thank you for joining us. Thanks, Paul, for coming through again. And then maybe hope to see you next year. But it's top 10 of 2023. Until then, folks, be kind.